Engine coolant removes excess heat from your car's engine. It's a mixture of water and antifreeze, and if your coolant level becomes too low, your car can overheat, which can cause damage to your engine. So we need to check this regularly. Checking your coolant levels is really quite easy. Once your bonnet's open, we need to locate the coolant reservoir. This is normally quite easy to find. This one's actually labelled coolant. If you can't find it, look in your car manual and it should detail where it is. Now on the side of this tank, it actually has a full and a low mark embossed on the side. And the tank is actually translucent so you can see the level inside. If the coolant level is close to or on the low mark, we need to add more coolant to the reservoir. Now before we add coolant to the reservoir, it's really important to check that the engine isn't hot. Depending on the type of setup, if the engine is hot, there can be pressure in the coolant reservoir, and if you try and open that, it can spurt out and cause serious injury. So make sure the engine is definitely cooled down before you add coolant to the reservoir. Just to make sure there isn't any excess pressure built up inside, it can be a good idea to put a rag over the cap when you go to open it. And we take the new coolant. If you're not sure what type of coolant, it should be detailed in your car manual, or your local auto parts store should be able to advise what is suitable for your car. So we open the lid, and similar to pouring oil, you can turn the bottle upside down just to make it a little bit easier to pour, or you can use a funnel. And we add coolant in the reservoir until we've reached the full mark, and then we can put the cap back onto the reservoir. It's a good idea to check your coolant levels at least every 2 weeks or before a long trip. And remember, never open the cap if the engine is hot, and never add water to an overheated engine.